Welcome to Taurus September Tarot 2021. Now, this is a general reading, but if you like a full reading, check out the links down below. Hello, Taurus. How are you? So, Taurus, I am doing your September 2021 reading. And what a month it is for you, Taurus, because the energies of September is in your fifth house, which is such a fun house. It's a house of fun, play, your children, also your love life as well, having fun. Also do with like your physical self as well. And with Virgo being there, some of you may be actually very determined to have fun because you have Saturn in your 10th house, Saturn and Jupiter, and also you had these squares to yourself and also your career. So a lot of you Tauruses, I feel, are working very hard. Some of you actually cannot wait to the year to end because it depends. This is just a general, but some of you may be thinking, oh, I just can't wait for this to end. And now it's 3 months more till it's Christmas, till it's a new year. But it's also really good to have some fun as well, to like let your hair down, kick back, chill with your family, chill with your friends. And you and Virgos get on very well. It's a really, it's a great trine that's happening for you. We have, you have Mercury, which is in your fifth house. It does trine Saturn, which is in your career house. So, sorry, we have Mercury in your, sorry, I think of Mercury and thing, but no, we got Mercury in Libra, sorry, which is in your sixth house, and it is trining Saturn in your 10th house. So especially in terms of like your career sector and your and communications in even in your workspace, it might become a bit more better. Okay, well, obviously fingers crossed, we're hoping things get more better, but bit more good communication when it comes to like bosses, not too much stress and strife. And obviously charm does go a long way. We have Mars, which is in your fifth, and it opposes Jupiter, it opposes Neptune, which is in your 11th house. So obviously there might be a little bit of, not too much, but a little bit of like craziness that's happening when it comes to your, when it comes to like you having fun, wanting to have fun with your partner, wanting to chill with your kids, and your friendships are pulling you as well. So if you can like try and combine these two energies, it would be great. There also may be some fogginess that comes up between these two energies as well. You are, your energy of Mars in your fifth actively wants to really push ahead, especially in terms of like your creativity. So you can maybe get like your friends to help you. They can actually give you a lot more of advice, but also lots of inspiration. We also have Mars, which is in your fifth, and it does trine Pluto in your ninth. So what this will give you, lots of drive, especially when it comes to like anything to do with like creative skill, and also when it comes to like your your relationships, your love life. Some of you are single. This is you have to be very mindful of this, because it can make you become obsessed with having fun. But also if you are single, it make you become obsessed with finding that perfect partner. Or if you meet someone, you might just be like just fall in love with them very deeply, and you might even pursue them. You might be that type of different Taurus and actually pursue this person. But still, we have also the Sun, which is in your fifth, and it trines Uranus in your first house. So this actually will actually give you more sort of like a bit like energy to try something new for yourself. Something definitely could change. You might decide, what, this month, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change up my routine. I'm going to change up something within myself. I'm going to get healthy, or, I might amp up my fitness regime. But also it's very sudden. That's something you guys might do, especially in September. And that's also on the new moon, which is in your fifth house. So this is a great time for a lot of you Tauruses to start something new, to start something. So if you've made that creative skill gone to waste, you may actually restart it. You may want to like start, even something good can happen when it concerning your children, what they're doing at school, getting good reports. They could actually shock and surprise you. Even like your partner could just shock and surprise you too. But even you yourself, you might decide, what, this is all about me. This is what I'm going to change. And yeah, this is what I want to do. But let's not forget we have Venus, which is in your, Venus is in Libra, which is in your sixth house, but you actually share Venus. So this is a great time to really like fix up your routines, whether it's your health, something to do with like your work, but also this is a great time for a lot of you because you're ruled by Venus. This is a great time for you to, I feel some of you might actually might actually be quite diligent with something you're doing. And because Venus rules you, you might find it a bit more easier. Okay, so that's a little bit about the planets, what they're saying for you, Taurus. But when we come to the first card, you have the Justice, and it's actually a Libra card, and it's reversed. So the Justice is about, the law, it's about contracts as well, business, and that's also going to be highlighted, especially when it comes to like the Libra season. So I feel for a lot of you Tauruses, because this is highlighting your fifth house, there might be some delays that's happening, and these delays could be anything. It could be your children. It could be, you're not hearing back from people. This can cause a bit of frustration, but still you're going to be very optimistic. So the Justice card is just saying to a lot of you Tauruses to just sort of like kick back and chill as much as you can. Try not to be too much in your mind, too much in your, trying to control things, because when we try to control, that means things are not going to be going our way. So see what actually comes out of the situation, okay? Because it's going to be probably a better thing for you. It's a great time for a lot of you to try and relax. If some of you Tauruses are actually on a holiday, this is actually a nice time. Even the Justice is reversed, and it does mean like delays. I feel for a lot of you Tauruses, it is about trying to relax, trying to not control anything. And, if someone does nitpick at you, especially if it's a work situation, try to like dust it over your shoulder and think, oh, you know what, I'll do this tomorrow. Try not to do the same thing that you was always doing before. Okay, because you also have the Page of Pentacles. And this is a lovely card for you, Taurus, for you to really, yes, the page is about money. It is ruled by, money, which is your self-worth. But this is saying that, when it comes to like your financial situation in Virgo season, I feel some of you might be doing something really creative when it comes to finances. Now, this could be some of you actually starting like a new, like when I say creative way, Tauruses, I mean, this could be it could be investments, but it could also be, you actually being in touch with your emotions when it comes to spending, your spending habits. And if some of you have been very frugal, holding tight, you don't want to spend, it's a great time to spend on something to do with like your creativity. Okay, especially when this new moon is in your fifth house. Some of you might just splurge or even invest in something that you're going to be needing. This could be if some of you are bakers, if some of you are painters, or if some of you want to actually decorate the house. This is about, I feel some of you are actually going to really creatively investing in your, yourself, but also in your home. This could also be like in your image too, because you have Venus, which is going in your sixth house. Or I feel some of you Tauruses may even decide that, you may, if you've been like, when it comes to like your money, you've been investing it in a way that is secure, You might just, because Uranus is in your sign as well, especially during the new moon, you can do something very different, maybe something quite avant-garde, you know, you might be hearing about something. It might, I wouldn't say crypto, but it could be something to do with that. And you decide, I'm just going to go for it. You may not put so much out. It may just be a little bit. Okay. We also have the Tower cards. And when this card comes, it is very alarming. It's also showing you, Taurus, is that there's an old way that you've been acting, or where you've obviously been, when it comes to like your image, an old way of doing things, an old way on how you're working. It's going to be, it's just going to have to go. Okay. And this also could be work. I do think it's work as well, so this could be a boss leaving. This could be, there could be some people, well, I don't want to say, I don't want to put too much badness out there, but this could also be, something sudden happening. And obviously, because Uranus is trining the sun and on the new moon as well, there's going to be some strange energy happening, and it's going to be very quick, and it could shock a lot of people. Some of you Tauruses may not be shocked about this, but some of you actually will be, because you like things to stay the same. And I feel that there's a huge change coming when it is concerning your, I do feel the huge change coming when it is concerning, and some of this change, especially the Tower card, some of this change could be, not necessarily directed at you, but you're sort of involved because you are around the situation. Okay, so when this change does come in September, Taurus, you'll be fine, but it's not to say you won't be shocked. It's not to say that you won't be sorry it happened. Like I said, some of you know, some of you don't know. But this also could be for the best as well. So if it's concerning yourself, your physical self, your mental self, like one day you have plans, you've made plans for, like, say, like the next day, and it doesn't go that way. Something completely different happens, or something at work. This also could be a relationship as well. Your partner could surprise you, or you could even surprise your partner. And speaking of your partner, your love card, you have the Six of Cups. It's such a lovely card for you, because this is to do with, like, sharing. This is also to do with, like, you opening yourself more emotionally, sharing your deepest thoughts, sharing your deepest wisdom as well. But it's coming together with your partner, because September is a time that, yes, there's some a little bit of frustrations because things are not, you're not in control of certain things. Things are changing beneath you. But, when you're at home with your family or with your partner, that's where you're at your place of peace. I also feel with this card for you, Taurus, is, really treat yourself, especially when Venus goes into, Libra in your first house, in your sixth house, but still is connected to you. A really great time to treat yourself, really, do lots of self-care, self-caring yourself, self-caring your partner, try to relax as much as well, because when something does highlight your fifth house, Taurus, it can make things, even though, Virgo is a great sign, you and Virgos are quite similar, it can still amp up the anxiety, it can amp up the excitement. You could find that you're going here, but you're meant to be going there, and things can just get too much. So this card, even though it's a love card, I do feel a lot of you Tauruses, it's a time for you to wind down, have a nice glass of wine if you drink, or a nice drink, indulge a bit. I feel a lot of you guys will be indulging, enjoying yourself, even dressing up and having like date nights as well. If you have kids as well, you could be having much more fun with kids. Even your children as well, Tauruses, could just bring out a side to you that you've always had buried. You yourself could find that you're being a bit more childlike, so it does. And I feel this is, especially these two cards, is towards the end, like ending of Virgo season. The big change is going to come, but also once there's huge change and disruption, you can have a downtime to relax, to just think, and just be at peace, you know, because, you know, you're a peaceful sign anyway. Okay. So Taurus, that was your September 2021 reading. Thank you very much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does love in general for all the signs. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely September, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.